I am Maharlikan.
Hello and welcome back to Lemuria Ascension Mother Earth Roundtable. I'm Radha Nilia. I'm here with my co-host Mai the Shaman and of course Queen Helen Abdurrahman. Welcome.
Welcome, Queen.
Thank you very much, Princess Radha and Princess Maya, to be back here with you. This is another momentous moment of all that we can be together for the benefit of the humanity. Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's get started. I have questions for you. As far as I know, you have given Malacanang or Marcos warning that his term to govern the Philippine archipelago is extended only to September 16 of this year, in accordance with the Mapilindo Agreement. Let's review that Mapilindo Agreement quickly so that our listeners can tune in with us. And just a brief sentence that you can say something about Mapilindo Agreement, Sis Queen?
Mapilindo Agreement was done to unite all the countries, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, with the royal family as the guide and protector towards the management of the three countries. So the royalties that are involved are the Queen of England, because he is part of the managing director of the Mapilindo. And we have the president of the Philippines that time. We have Arroyo. And then at least this one, Macapagal, but that is the father. And then for the Malaysia, we have Tunku Abdurrahman. And then for Indonesia, we have the grandfather Sukarno. And for the Brunei, we have Omar Ali Saifuddin III. So all of them are part. And for the Lupasug, they are the Muhammad Hassan and the family that belongs now for the restoration of this Mapilindo. So we have the Mapilindo 2023. That's the one that will rectify the mistake or the inability of the Mapilindo 1963 that made this mess and utilized by the governments to oppress and suppress the sovereign people, especially the people of Mindanao, Sulu, Palawan, Sabah, Sarawak, Kalimantan, Bulungan. And the bottom line of this is the exhaust the management of the oil and gas in the territorial domain of Lupasug Empire, specifically the Liguasan Mars.
All right. So as far as I know, you also have given President Marcos warning that his term to govern the Philippines is extended, and that you have sent documentation to Malacanang in the past, making them aware that their position is only temporary caretaker government, which expires, as I said, September 16. Now, there are more rights that the government has no more rights to create laws, nor legal decisions to control the natural resources of the Philippines. Now, that's being said, you as a queen and your husband, the king of Maharlika, are patiently holding space to peacefully take over, rule, and administer the Maharlika Empire as the original royal caretaker of the sacred land. So question is, so how would you solve the Liguasan Mars development of the oil and gas, which the president of the Philippines sabotaged you with his investors, gigantic investors and allies, in claiming the large oil and gas deposits without your permission?
Precisely, they are still holding the claimants, Sultan. how to stop them, it's because the Treaty of Mapilindo expired in September 16, 2013.
Wow.
We were not allowed to come out on that time before 2013 because there is a 50 years agreement that is the one signed by these three countries, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia. And as I said, the governing entity of the royalty is the Sultan of Johor, the Singapore side, and then at the same time, the Sultan of Brunei, and the Queen of England, and of course, the Lupasup that has been ruled out by this claimant sultan by distorting the lineage. So they had been claiming and claiming all over the globe that they will be the one to release the funds that has been paid supposedly, as they say, that they won over the case in Madrid, in Paris, over the land territory, and they are the one to receive the payment from this. The deed of 1878 is secured by our grandfathers. They have not realized that even it is not time yet of the treaty that expired, we boldly came out with Raja Mamay because this is our job to remind them that we, the Queen of the Philippine Islands, the caretaker, the protector, the guide, the guardian of the oil field. Because I was born in the Ligwasan Mars. I am the one there, the marking of the Mapilindo that was instituted. They planned it in July. It started in my birthday, July 3, 1963. That's why they cannot, even in the spiritual world, everywhere I go, I am recognized because I am also the Queen of Lemuria. That is the greatest power that I have. I have the proof in it. They are using even my pictures below, and I got one. And that is the very reason why I'm bold enough that they cannot take over the Ligwasan Mars. So we have submitted in 2011, 2010. Actually, in October 2010, we have already consolidated all the armed groups in PA, Abu Sayyaf, MILF, MNLF, private army of all those claimant sultan, all of those armed groups, the lost command, they've signed the blood compact with us. The blood compact, they signed with their blood that they will go to peace and support the king and queen towards the drill or whatever, the development oil and gas, not in Ligwasan, because that is an inverted volcano. No one will ever touch that. Even the president who signed agreement with this gigantic investor, they have no more right because their term, their tenure ended in September 16, 2013. Clear enough. We fought our life, Raja Mamay and I there. So first and foremost, that agreement that we have, the compact that we have is given to the Office of the Peace Process, no, the OPAP, Office of the Presidential Advisor for Peace Process. So all of this, they have made a terrible mistake for supporting the claimants. Claimants can never claim now, after that I have gotten my crown as the Universum Magnum, as the Global Earth, as the Queen of Mindanao. I have so many titles that prove that responsibility, that task that the grandfathers has given to me. So 2010, the Office of the Supreme Court, all of them were given the blood compact that, hey, it is our time, the Mapilindo ended, and we are going to resettle, sign a new agreement. In fact, I was able to talk to the Royal ICJ, and I give them 50 years that we will have to do is this all together, but I stopped, and that considered null and void that document that I have because they still support the claimant. And claimant can never win because the owner of the land, the owner of the heritage asset, the owner of the sovereignty is existing, and it is through us representing the entire global royal family. So the Maharlikan is not only in the Philippines, it's not only in Malaysia, it's not only in Indonesia. It becomes a global scale because the source of origin of all the oil fields, the volcanic vein extend up to Arab states, to Kuwait, to Afghanistan. That's why they continuously making war so that they can illegally drill the oil and gas. So Ligwasan is the source, the pipeline that they want to take over. So what would happen to them? I have my documents submitted to the House of Congress, to the House of Senate, to the Department of Foreign Affairs, to the Royal RCJ. So all of them, even to the propagator, the packager of the bomb, they are lawyers, but they are family, but they are claimants. That is the difference. Once you claim, even the brother of Raja Mamay, Gamar bin Abdul Ghaffar, he stole the name of the true Raja, who is the husband of Queen Helen Abdurrahman. So this Mafilindo is supposedly the one to give this policy, this rule, but they have made it personalized. So they are now the kings and queens of this territory. So this time, after all of this, so they have not honored Mafilindo at all. So in 2012, I have given already that. So I thought, because I have utilized the blessing, the manifestation, the landmark of God, of Allah, of our Lemurian family, of the angels, the heavens above, that in 999 I was able to get my being as the Black Fatima. That is the code of 999. 10-10-10, I was able to install Raja Mamay as the Sultan Sulu in North Borneo. And I have my proof to that. That's why Ligwasan is the territory of the Incan spirit, of the heavens, the earth, below the earth. Why? Because I have seen even the documents, that coordination I give to the King of Saudi, to Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, to Obama. The coordination has been flying because I want supposedly the timeline to end as easy as that I can on that 3-year plan that I have. So in 11/11 November, I already asked the China royal family to assist us because I am still the blood of Emperor Qianlong. And I have the proof to that. They cannot deny that. That even the United Nations creator, Li Chun, Li Hongshua, all of this, they are with me, and I have proper documentations to do all this management of the oil and gas of Liguas and Mars, of the heritage accounts all over the globe. Now, in the 12-12-12, that's where I opened Liguas and Mars to the world. Unluckily, the president, they are combining the claimants, the evil-minded people at the office of Malacanang, President Ramos, President Arroyo Gloria, President Duterte, and all those people that block us, the wealthy and famous, because they have money. You are right in saying that, Princess Radha. The evil, the devil, the dark force, they are using money to fixate the mind of those people that are just really under the power of the god of money, of greed for power. So 12-12-12, I am done. However, they are also good, clever, as the devil says. They tried to persuade the Raja to go against me. They have done that is how the devil works.
Yes.
They can use that.
Yes.
So, after which they tried to encourage him to join them in the Sabbath standoff.
Wow.
But of course, as a queen, I am bold enough to be telling my Raja, do not ever join them. That is the form of claims. Because the heirs and successors, no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
the coronation and the recognition is not from the global physical world of the politician. It is from the grandfathers in the earth below, the Lemuria and above. So I has been so bold in that. So after that, they succumbed to Sambuanga standoff. They utilized the MNLF, the Moro National Liberation Front, to really claim through bloody wars. So they honored the book that I have submitted. Only they twisted to the name of Gamar bin Abdul Ghaffar to Alnas bin Abdul Ghaffar, who claimed as the identity of the Raja, now supported by Malaysia government, supported by Brunei, Darussalam, the royal family, supported by Gloria Arroyo and all Ramos and all of them. Duterte is included. And of course, we have the one there in Johor, Sultan Ibrahim, all of them in cahoots with
Yes.
the claim. So that is why that we are put to war by the American, because they are controlling the pipeline of the Saudi Arabia, the Aramco. Okay? So that's why America put wars in all Afghanistan, in Iraq, in Iran. They control that. But now they are trying to send, remember? They have sent a lot of these Afghan people there. That is the internal power that they want to take over the oil field. Now, this is the thing that I would like to educate the public, the people. That is the way that they had been doing Gloria, the so-called Gloria that they use, because I know in my heart the real Gloria is dead. Dead. Now, whether he is dead or alive, I will prove to her, because I have with me the letter that he has with the American President W. Bush, how he really manages to exterminate, to destroy Mindanao and sold the oil and gas to the American government and to the allied countries. That's how evil Malacanang is now. So they did not honor still Malacanang and they did not do the coronation. They said, Bongbong will crown me upon the time that he is already blessed to do his office in July 30, 2022, last year. So it is about to be 1 year. But nada, he will not, because he put his wife crowned as Sultana equivalence by the claimant Sultan, Sultan Pax Manguda Dato, who is allied by the Malaysian people, especially the governor of Malacca, and all of these people that they have tried to use office now of the Prime Minister, from Najib, Mahathir, they are all in cahoots. And now I will see Anwar Ibrahim because I have given him. Now, today, the President of the Philippines, the so-called caretaker, is flying to Malaysia. I don't know if he is here already. But since he is an allied with the claimant Sultan, Sultan Muhammad Fuad Abdullah Kiram, who is classified and proclaimed here as a terrorist, now with his pictures going around, the president himself going around, that he is favoring Muhammad Fuad and all the claimants, including the brother of Raja Mamay, because we have the list of all the claimants. Now, in 2012, I already went to Malacanang, bringing the Abu Sayyaf, the NPA, MILF, and MNLF. All of them are part to really present to them that the war should end. But however, with that, we went there in May 7. That is supposedly the coronation of Fuad, but I stopped it. The coronation of Salvacion de Legazpi, of all these claimants that they have. All of them. So I went there bringing this. So they blocked me I said, yeah, this is Queen Helen. I am bringing my entourage. So I was able to penetrate Malacanang. Then, on May, after that, Bongbong having a picture with Fuad. Now, that's the one that he would answer to the sovereign people of Malaysia. Why he is dealing with the terrorists as proclaimed, as already broadcasted, as already being spreaded all over the globe. Why he is dealing that? Because they want to control the oil field. The fact that he illegally signed with the government, with the Department of Energy, by creating the BARM. The book is already there. Stop the BARM, because that is a form of a claim. Now, he legalized the killings during Sabah standoff, Zamboanga standoff, 44 Sapmen sacrifice, Marawi siege, and the Pagla standoff together with this. So he legalized that. They never thought that he is now at the hot seat because he did not realize that this will be taken against him as the caretaker president of the royal family all over the globe. Because Philippines is given also the time, the special power that the president must do something. However, he is not the president because the Constitution of 1987 is illegal. And the 1973 was never amended. So up to now, the president is still Ferdinand Idrelin Marcos Sr. Find him, and the world will be freed from severe poverty, from war and chaos, because all the heritage asset is recalled back to the source of origin. And since Ligwasan is the source of all the power and authority of all this natural resources, agri, aqua, because that is the magnetic whirlpool, the energy really to make all this precious stone develop. So all of these are already part of it. So what do? What resolution that we have? So the Mafilindo 2023 will account all the president since 1963 up to now. All of them, the Mafilindo countries, all over the globe, because the United Nations, I have the Presidential Decree 01 that has been approved in 2016 by the grandfather Lee, which I have that. That's why they are looking what is my authority. For God's sake, I went to China. I went to anywhere all alone to help you people. That's why you people that are not having this, especially the rich and wealthy, could just simply say, that is fake, that is... Can you pay every minute that I have done to save you? I was able to stop the vaccination. They cannot stop this already. But because the world now knows, sorry to say, okay, the bakuna, but all of this, they cannot already deny. They cannot already deny. So this is the thing. So the Mafilindo is the one to account all of them. 2023, we're going to do this. So I thank also that the Philippines already lifted that one. Why? Because they are the one who instituted that all over the globe. That's why they control YouTube, they control Facebook, they control all this crime media to cover their crime of the global conspiracy.
Wow. It's intense. Maya?
Well, it's your turn, Rada, to ask the question to Queen.
Yes. So the Mafilindo Agreement has been updated, as you said, and is standing with 3 central coordinating council offices located in Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. And hypothetically, what would your course of action be if the temporary caretaker of the government of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos, dishonors Mafilindo agreements?
With the pending recognition, I'm sorry to interrupt, my dear princess. Okay, with the pending recognition of the Office of Malacanang and the pending recognition of the Office of the Prime Minister and the pending recognition of the government of Indonesia
Mm-hmm.
and all the royalty that has defied the order of the Queen, utilizing the United Nations Rule 36. They knew what it is. They knew the severity of that law. So this Mapilindo 2023 is under the domain of the Queen of Mapilindo, the King of Mapilindo, which is Malaysia and Philippines intermarriage.
Mm-hmm.
And the throne of the King and Queen of Southeast Asia, because Tunku Abdul Rahman is one of the signatory of that.
Mm-hmm.
And as the Queen of the Philippine Islands, which is Ferdinand Idrelin Marcos, is the legal counsel,
Mm-hmm.
the attorney in fact of the Sultan of Sulu. So whoever they were presenting, they have to pay me because they knew that I have done my assignment on the premise of legalities.
Mm-hmm.
Because the president is still the legal counsel, the attorney in fact of the Sultan of Sulu. So their claims null and void, their agreement signed null and void because the true person is alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I am here to put that into law, to put that into power. So the Mapilindo 2023 of Malaysia, of Philippines, of the Lupa Sub now, which is the one that I am using through Sandakan. So I have named them. They have the secretariat. But the one in the Philippines, as the one that consolidating, is Dato Odilon Puga. So he is being tasked, working silently but boldly with the Queen, because that's the one. They have misused, abused the Mapilindo power by oppressing and suppressing the poor inhabitants of the entire world, because Mapilindo is the one governing the ASEAN, the BIMP-IAGA, the G7, all of this treaty. So therefore, they are all answerable to the Queen of the Universum Magnum. I am sick, but I become so hyper now because I know I have to proclaim to the world that your poverty is ended, because I have 50 days left. You're right, Princess Rada. And this 50 days, we have to inculcate, fixate the mind of the poor people that there is a hope. The hope becomes reality through Mapilindo 2023.
Wow, that's so powerful. I love that. Yeah. More questions, Rada?
Well, I just want to do a quick invitation. You know, anybody that's watching, it's really important that we put our collective minds together. And, you know, this is how the mainstream does it all the time, but let us pray, let us visualize what we want. I think it's so easy to come back to everybody's reality, what's going on, and to see the despair around when you go on the streets. But let's go and realize that everyone watching, like, you know, we have so many Lemurians here, right? Lemurians are powerful. Lemurians are manifestors, can create. Lemurians can bypass all of the lower timelines and get to the higher timeline. And I think one thing that's been stripped from the people is that confidence, that remembrance that you are powerful. It is your mind, it is your heart. Our heart is so powerful. So I just want to invite people, you know, very, very quickly with the Queen here, with Maya, the shaman, to just step into our hearts and let's all get on the higher timeline together. Let's think about what this reality is like when the Queen and the King are where they need to be, because it is already done. How it's going to feel, the joy in our hearts, the joy of our life, the feeling that there are people that really care, that have a higher purpose, that are here sent by the divine to be of service. How that feels, that warm embrace, that feeling of being cared for. For so long, I feel, the Philippines has been orphaned. And we're here to bring back family. It's a community. We're here to bring back the family, because the family of light is always here. We're the family of light. And it's time for the family of light to come together, to co-create. So the viewers, you watching right now, you're also part of this co-creation. It is your thoughts, it is your feelings to manifest. And that's why they use the news to infiltrate and to tell you what is, because when your mind registers that as real, it becomes real. So it is up to us to create this new paradigm. It's done with our heart. Filipinos are known for having the most loving hearts. The heart is the most powerful thing we have. And it is our truth. But we've all been susceptible to breaking of our hearts over and over again with all kinds of other leaders and the way that things have been going. But I believe that we are getting back on our higher timeline and into the trajectory, because it is true what the Queen said, that the dark has really been fighting. They've opened so many portals in this world so dark could come in and take over your mind and your body. It is the resilience of your spirit and your soul and your heart to remember who you are, so you can take up space in your body and in your physical vehicle. And then we can move forward together, because you have to embody who you are. And for all of you watching, I know that it's been tough. I know it's been hard, but the Queen is really here to bring back these incredible ancient truths, to restore what's been broken. Like there's a saying, like, you bring the gold into the broken pots and you make it even more beautiful. It's okay if things have been broken. Let us repair that with gold. We're moving into the golden age. So my prayer is that we can start to, when you hear the Queen talk, feel her truth, feel the truth, and imagine her talking, in the Philippines and all over and being broadcasted. Imagine how she's going to be everywhere. So if we do this together with our hearts open and not broken, because yes, we've all been heartbroken. Everybody has, it's heartbreaking what's been going on, but now we're coming back online. We also ask you to co-create with us, and we thank you for your love, for your support. So, that's just my prayer that I want, with the Queen and the King and to be humanity to be restored. It's through our hearts and our prayers and our connection and our vision and remembering the power of being a powerful manifester. You are that. A Lemurian can manifest, and that is what's been hidden from you all. So Queen, I want to give the mic back to you and just say thank you. I just wanted to invite us to all imagine a better world together.
Thank you so much. While you are speaking, my hair are rising all over. And I know that you are also the blood that I had been seeking for, Princess Maya. Because in the media world, no one has ever stood for me as you are. There are a lot of interviewers, but they were not able to fathom the depthness of the spiritual within us. I know that As the queen of Lemuria, and you are all goddesses, you have the role to play throughout the galactic power. People are watching and now savoring every word that I say because the manifestation of the queens and the kings in me are finally showing up. And those people with power can see beyond and can even look the people, the the enchanted behind me. And I thank them. Liguasan Mars is the beautiful enchanted kingdom. And I don't want that to be messed out by anybody. And that is the protected area of the United Nations. They cannot touch it. As the queen, I am going to protect it. So my brother there, as the Sultan of Maguindanao, I bless you. He is the one there really suffering because the rich and the wealthy politician even sending a lot of armaments to create havoc. But my brother Sultan Pandala Pasandalan's son, Sultan Kayulawan Pandala Pasandalan, and all the family, even if they burnt their houses made of bamboo, still they were not shaken because they see what I see, that we have really to protect the oil and gas and the deuterium that our Queen Mama, City Mariam, Blessed Mother Mary, has, has already guarded it for everyone of the world to benefit, not only Mindanao, not only Malaysia, but the global world to benefit under the management of King and Queen of the Macalindo that has been stored up for the future of the Golden Age. As the Golden Age, we're given a very impact of the spiritual world, wherein the deed of 1878 soul spirit is in there and was proclaimed and restored in July 3, 2023, wherein the moon, the deer, and all the enchanted join force to procreate the new beginning, the new human being in us. As Lemurian goddesses, we are with you. The Lemurian people now and the grandfather from Lemuria is watching us because he said to me this way, the 50 days remaining will open up the mind and heart and the soul of each and individual who would like to partake the global holy asset of the golden age. I know, I know that this is the start of the new propagation of our information campaign in the premise of the goddesses that are tasked to do the job. Princess Radha, Princess Maya, and all that would like to come now. Actually, I have already 15 goddesses working with us because they believe they come out into the open and signified support. Queen, I am from the Golden City. Queen, I am from Lemuria. Queen, I am from Liguasan. And now I am waiting from the gates of Atlantic. Where are they? They are just in front of us, making the human form to save the new global earth, the new race that has been prepared by the Creator. I really thank you. But I know if only the caretaker President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr. see the power of the Lemuria and the intergalactic power, he will be able to decide now. Now is the moment for him to be saved because the Rule 36, the Presidential Decree 01 of the United Nations is ready to do something for him. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this moment for letting me out my soul and project to the entire human race that no more tears for all the poor people. With the golden age, peace and prosperity will reign. Thank you, Princess Radha. Princess Maya.
So what I'm hearing from you, dear Queen, is that this is the part of what's going around that people know called Nisara and Jisara? I'm just asking that question.
The Nisara and Jisara still need the backup. Still needing the backup that they have to come to the source of origin. It is planned out by our grandfathers, but the source must have to signify. So tell the American people, you are indebted to the Sultan of Sulu, to the Lupusug Empire. Find the real one, not the claimants, because you're going to be misled. And again, you will just be nowhere to be found. Come and join the fold of the new generation of the golden age. We have to sign another 25 years so that we can reorganize the entire world through the Maptalindo, because the United Nations is now being given the task to solidify the countries through the consolidation of the quantum financial system of the Nesara Gesara, while waiting to come with the Quintal financial system.
Beautiful.
It's lock in, it's lock out, and now we know. Let's open the gate of the Treasurer's Trust.
This is fantastic. Thank you, dear Queen. I think this is enough for people to hear what you have to say. And though we have some more questions, I think we'll save it for the next time, because I think we're ending this with such beautiful analogy of what's coming towards the golden age. If people can just open their minds and their hearts and really listen to what the dear Queen has to say. And we're so blessed to have you here. We're so happy that we're in contact with each other. And
that is meant to be. That is meant to be, because without you both, the mother and daughter, a representation that a mother will always protect the child. And this is the essence of our program, that we mothers must protect our children so that they will be fed with good heart, with good words, with good values, and with the physical food that is going to come out, because the flow of the holy asset, the flow of the holy money will come out soon. Amen to that.
Beautiful. Mabuhay, Queen. Mabuhay.
It's really very heartwarming that when I say things now, it's different from what it's been. This is now the embodiment of the holy Incan spirit imbibing in my heart and in my soul and in my physical body. So I can communicate now. And to think of it, I am lucky. With all the pain that I have encountered, I just let it go. Let the day-to-day healing comes. And thank you for healing me, Princess Maya, the shaman. I know you are far, but you are coming. Thank you so much.
Wow.
That's how it is. And Princess Radha, I'm sure that your life now has changed, because even a lot of basher there, you would stand, because I know that you are in the right path, and no one will ever destroy that foundation that you have started, because as Lemurian, and I am still the queen since time immemorial. They didn't know that, but I know that I am trying to affirm, because I have my authority from them. So I am still here representing whatever to be represented below the earth, the kingdom, the lost kingdom. All of them has to rise again into the face of the earth, because that has been destroyed by the dark force. But the dark force has nowhere to be placed now, because the lantern of truth has come out. And this is the one that they had been looking as destroyed by this claimant that they have made, because they thought they can copycat the truth. They will never, because the queen has the ability to shell out that is not right. The lie will never win, because I am the queen of the truth, and the truth will always stand and will always fight to the last breath that I have. That is Queen Helen of Turajak.
Long live the Queen of Light Warrior. Thank you.
Yes, we are. We are. Because if not, I will not be able to stand to the whole world that, hey, even if you have the voluminous books, treaties, whatever, I have one to defeat you, and that is the light, the lantern of truth, signed by our forefathers. Even if they have destroyed, now you claim the 14.9 billion US dollar that has been prepared for you as claimants, still you cannot get overruled by the truth. And we have the United Nations, and we have the deed of 1878, and we have the Maclindo 2023 to resolve the global financial crisis, the global climate change, the global health crisis, and the global chaos that they have done. So the beautiful message of today, remain beautiful, because the new generation of the golden age are the beautiful creation of God the Father, the Creator Himself. Allah, Nini Buddha, whatever the name is. Princess Radha, you're beautiful. Princess Maya, you're beautiful. And we want this beauty be given to each soul, to each creation that God has given to the entire world. Beauty comes from within.
And the Queen is very beautiful inside out.
Yes. So very much. Thank you, Queen. You are a shining example of beauty inside and out. And we thank you for your courage as always. We know you have been standing for us before we even knew it. And we thank you for being that very courageous soul. Maya, what is this saying? One powerful woman who is spiritual and in her heart is like an army of men.
Thousands of, is equivalent to army of thousands of men. One woman light is equivalent to thousands of men. Of army
Yes,
of
Helen of Troy, but I am Helen of Takurong.
I love it. So beautiful. Thank you, Queen. We're so happy to be in your presence.
Thank you so much.
And we're visioning the golden future with you, and we're so excited. Thank you. The best is yet to come. No matter where you are and what you're doing, keep remembering, keep connecting to your heart. Your heart will remind you of the truth. You will feel the truth. It's beyond anything else. And you will remember, because this is the time of divine remembrance, and we're all awakening. We're all remembering our divinity, our Lemurian ancestors, our truth. And we thank the Creator, we thank the Queen, and thank you, Maya the Shaman. Thank you all for joining us. We're sending you so much love and blessings. Bye for now.